Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, in the big bad Gary Grigsby's War in the Pacific Admirals Edition, this is our play by email challenge against our good friend Lodric. And Lodric, of course, putting all the big pressure on us. He has done very well so far, very impressed with the way he's played. We're still in fine shape, but he's definitely going to make this a very exciting game. This is the January. Well, no, that's not right. It's the December 31st and January 1st turns. So, well, it's one turn, 2 days, but we will be clicking into the new year, 19. Ring in the new year, 1942. Hopefully, better days ahead for us. Now, I can tell you, I've already started setting up this turn and I am recording every single setup bit this time around. So I know I've been promising that over the last couple of episodes, but I thought this after this turn would be a good time to stop and go through with you each and everything that we're doing so you can kind of get a big grand overview of what I'm up to instead of just seeing the combat and saying, well, okay, well, I know what kind of Lodric's doing. What are you doing? So I'm going to be posting those after this combat's resolution after we watch this. So let's get to it. Let's get into the combat. There, come on, there we go. Combat save. And again, this will be December 31st and January 1st of 1942. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Um, I'm actually getting a little concerned with China, and we'll see some of the reasons why up here. He has just done a master. I've never had anyone bomb the absolute living crud out of me in China, but now seeing it, if I ever play the Japanese side again, which I'm sure I will, I keep coming back to this game over and over. But if I do, I mean, this is certainly the bombing campaign that I would be I will be doing in the future. It has just been relentless. And the problem in China is you don't have any air cover. And so he can weaken your units to such an extent. It's just crazy. Okay, we're doing a little bit of ASW work out here. Now, I don't know who found who. We're about to find out. Let's see. ASW attack. Yep, we found him. Now, this is just off Pearl Harbor. You can see the Hawaiian Islands down there to the southwest. The Hatfield, and this is part of a bigger task force. The Hatfield found the SSI 171. It fired a couple of torpedoes. Nothing else really happened. We've still got task forces merging all over the place as I continue to try to consolidate our task forces, get into more of an escort situation. It seemed to start paying off this turn. We lose very, very little. The main thing we lose is a submarine that just sunk but was hit in Manila on turn one. So it was trying to limp back. I don't think we actually see that in the combat resolve. It may just pop up here as a little message or over here on the left, but we do have the Sea Raven sinks. Now that was, again, got hit in Manila. It was trying to limp back to Pearl Harbor. It eventually just took on too much water and went down. That's an 8-point sub. It's one of the early U.S. subs. It's not that great of a sub. Of course, I was still trying to get it back to Pearl Harbor. We still want it, need it, but ultimately it could not make it back to the Hawaiian Islands. Um, so as you see, we've got merging going on. We had some retreating around Darwin there. He has a task force in and around Darwin. And now we're spotting a bunch of things. Possible submarine near San Clemente, we saw there. We've got what appears to be a pretty good task force moving through the Batavia Oosthaven area. He's got a lot of ships out by Suva, it seems. All right, we got some cap up here. He's doing a sweep with his zeros, as he's been doing a great job with that. It's another really thing I really like that he's doing. And as you can see, we lose three 339Ds and three Hawks here. So we're getting cap up, but he's sweeping us until we won't have any cap left, and he can just bomb at will. Now we really have no cap in Malaysia left anymore. He's just bringing Nels in, just time after time, bombing us here. Two damaged Nels. We took 9 casualties. And then he's going to hit them again with 25 Betties. That doesn't seem nice, Laudric. One damage here, 14 casualties reported. Now he's going to bomb into this group a little further north with 29 Nels. We took 12 casualties there. He's sweeping with some zeros, some leftover zeros here across Batavia. We didn't even put up cap there. Now zeros sweeping above Singapore, no cap. He's up at 16,000 feet. That's interesting. I kind of want to look at his altitudes as we go through here. Pacao or Pakoi, I'm not sure which way it's pronounced. I'm not a local. 20 casualties reported. Just two Mabels dropping bombs there, and he got 20 casualties. Then he hits him again with Sonias, 21 Sonias, and we take 25 casualties. Now he's hitting back into this southeastern portion of China that he's just hit over and over and over again. And we will be doing a lot of work in China in the setup this time. He's got us in an actually pretty precarious position, I believe. Mary's and Sonia's in here on this group that's been trying to get across the rivers out here forever. I'm surprised they have any men left. 36 casualties. They have probably had, I don't know, a few 100,000 tons of bombs dropped on them at this point. He's bombing into Yan'an itself. We take 37 casualties there. Now he's bringing Anns into Yan'an and 18 casualties. Hitting this same unit in Malaysia again. 3 damaged planes, 9 casualties. We have quite a bit of AA in that mass of troops. 7 sallies into this southeastern Chinese quadrant. Looks like he took a damage. We took a few casualties. 9 Anns into this group just to the northeast of Xinyang. 40 casualties reported there. Now this is these groups trying to get back to Yan'an. They've been trying forever. 1 damaged plane, 73 casualties. I think he'll take that trade off every time. 27 Sallies hit this Malaysian force again. Out by Pao Tao, this group of units that's just been absolutely devastated. And this time they take 250 casualties, 54 bombers in on them there. Aircraft over Akyab, over Palembang, over Nan Yang. Okay, just outside of Rangoon there, and now he's going to bomb this other group that's trying to link up with these guys and just hasn't been able to do it yet. 25 IDAs in, 6 casualties on the ground. Southeast China. All right, same groups trying to get back to Yan'an. 7 casualties there. He got cap up, so we put some 139 WHs, these Dutch bombers. They're trying to get a lucky hit in if they can. He got 13 zeros up in cap, so he does have carriers out here. 13 in cap. We had 1 plane destroyed. That was about it. Let's see if we even intercepting. Doesn't look like we're even getting any bombs off really. When he has that much cap, it's going to be hard. Now we're trying to get in there again. He gets the cap up again. We did get a few through there. So 3 got through. They're going to try to hit this light cruiser, the Oi. Probably, and now he's going to chase us out. We got 3 destroyed and 3 damaged planes. Did not hit the light cruiser. All right, he got cap up again as we again tried to get through. We did get 3 more through, but we don't hit the ship. We take no losses though. Now we have 8 more coming in, and he scrambles zeros yet again. This time we had 4 bombers destroyed. I mean, they're coming out there unescorted, but again, you don't really have a better use for these bombers. I mean, we could wait until he lands on the ground and try to bomb him there, I guess. But ultimately, we're going to get overwhelmed by his ground forces, so I'm not sure if that makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. But we may adjust that this time. All right, lots of sightings. The most precarious ones being Darwin, Suva in that area. He's got some Bettys bombing Brunei. I mean, there's just nothing left out here to hardly even bomb. He gets through, and we had 6 casualties. All right, now he's hitting this unit out by Kukong. Nate's and Ida's and Sonia's in. He actually missed the target there. Now this is a cavalry, or this is the group that was coming down to reinforce at Kukong. 6 lilies in there, 13 casualties reported. Fighters over Palembang. All right, these are our bombers. We're again trying to hit a ship if we can. This time we've got destroyer cruiser group, 3 damaged planes from just flak there. Now we're trying to hit this other group. These are his carriers back here. I think it's pretty safe to say, and he's running air cover over all of this. We had 1 destroyed plane there. Now then, okay, now he's hitting at Palembang. So he's got his carrier here, or his carrier task force here. We've got a few small minesweepers up here. We do not have much else. We damaged 1 Val. He was coming in with zeros. Those are the fighters. Those are the escorts. The Vals are the bombers. We did damage Val. Big deal there, right? The AM, so a little 2-point minesweeper, got hit and sunk. All right, this is interesting. These are some of our Hudsons that are coming out of Darwin. We're trying to hit the CL Naka that's sitting out here. We got 1 damaged Hudson. All right, and you just saw that. The Sea Raven and Shark were both out here trying to get back. They were limping back, and they just couldn't make it. Eventually, they sunk. They just took on too much water, and those were out of Manila. Tried to get him out, tried to get him back. We had actually gotten him, a decent ways away from the Philippines, but they just kept taking on too much water. And, it gives you the warnings. Flotation, is failing. All right, this is the big battle this time, and this is him attacking into Nan Yang. Now, I certainly thought we had enough at Nan Yang to hold. He has got a massive force out here. Now, he's taking a risk because he's cutting off Loyang, which is here, and Cheng Chao, 2 of our big major bases behind this river that I really like to hold on to. So he's trying to cut that off. Meanwhile, he's up here. I'm not exactly sure how he's going to be getting supply either. Um, he can come into this hex, I guess. He can come this way, or he can try to come down this way. But as of right now, he's got a massive force out here that I think we can get trapped. Now, will we get it trapped? I don't know. He's now taken the base at Nanyang, as you'll see as this plays out. We took a massive amount of casualties. So did he, really, for this early on. Um, and we had to retreat out towards Cyan up into the mountains. And as we get through this, okay, you can see our forces retreating out, but he's up here a little bit on an island. That being said, it's a huge force, and it really puts us under a lot of pressure too. Here were the adjusted combat values. 3,063. Ours were 349. The Japanese forces captured Nanyang. He took 2,900 losses. We took 13,000 in losses. Now, that, we do not have good troops. I get that, but wow, that was a terrible result. We're getting attacked out here as we're on the run trying to get these guys. He does take Pucheng. Okay. Uh, Huge difference in adjusted assault value. He took 541 in casualties. We took 2112. So we've lost 15,000 Chinese troops this time. He's putting us under a lot of pressure in China. All right. He was bombarding this group, and now they're going to retreat. Okay, now we've got them all together finally, but man, have they been ripped up. So we'll see, how much they have left to try to continue to come down this way. Um, and now he's attacking, oh, here, just north of Kukong. He had just a bombardment here, so nothing really much to say there. All right, this is a group that's trying to get back to Cyan. And you can see now we know how strong his force is. This is a big, big force trying to get back to Cyan. And if he takes Nan Yang and Cyan, that's not good. I haven't been in that kind of position before. We're going to have to do something. But he's got an adjusted assault value of 848. He's got 41,000 troops out here. And so those are just two huge forces. Now we've got a lot of stuff at Cyan. Is it going to be enough? I'm not sure. Now he's attacking into Pakao. This was that unit that had kind of retreated back here. It was trying to get to Nanning originally, but he captures this coastal base of Pakao. 91 casualties for him, 1124 for us. All right, he's attacking this group out here in Malaysia. They're wildly outnumbered, but it was just a bombardment attack. He takes 30 casualties. We take 57 on his bombardment. Okay, these units, I'm surprised they haven't surrendered already. They're out here all by themselves. They don't really have any place to go. Um, they're trying to get down to Ketapang now. I mean, they just keep falling back, but there's no place really to go. This was a deliberate attack. He took 10 casualties. We took 436 Dutch casualties. And now he's attacking into Rabaul. We don't have a whole lot out here. I was trying to get stuff out here, but he got here quickly enough that the defensive Rabaul, sometimes you can put up a really strong defense here. That was not the case this time. And he's now
Greetings,
captured Rabaul.
everybody. House Tricks. This is
We had
Orphan
to
Anne
surrender.
from Radio Tokyo, saying hello to all of her
186
dog
casualties for
faces
the
and
Japanese. We took a
boneheads
thousand.
wandering the Pacific
Now
Islands.
he's attacking
Before we
Ternate.
start the music, the Japanese
He
High
captures
Command announced
Ternate.
today that the ever victorious forces of the Japanese Empire
Now he's
have
going to try
captured
to come into
Rabaul.
Tarakan with this landing force. This SNLF is like his Marines. You can even see it on the insignia. We have the one battalion out here. They're trying to hold on. At least we can get some more shots off. Nope, we can't. They capture Tarakan. The battalion has to surrender. And he's now taken Tarakan, which will give him quite a bit of fuel. Okay, he's attacking this group out here again. What was this? A deliberate attack. 18 Japanese casualties, 70 casualties for us. Now he's trying to take Brunei. That was a deliberate attack. He took 23 casualties, we took 18. Now he's attacking this base force that's just on the run. They probably should surrender, but they keep trying. I mean, they're trying to get back there. Okay, there go our fort levels building up, and now I think we're going to jump over to January 1st, 1942. It's a brand new year. Soon, soon. It's coming, I promise. Yep, end of day, end of day. I thought I saw it. Now, these are all of the things arriving, and we're going to go through all of that in our setup this time. And indeed, it is January 1st, 1942. We made it. We made it to 1942. There's more merging, more retreating. We encountered an enemy here at Suva, so this is just a little local minesweeper. Looks like he's got a couple. These are either cruisers or battleships. We'll find out soon that he's got out here. Two battleships. Okay, so he's got some battleships down here, and he does sink our local minesweeper. Okay, this is some AS. We've got a destroyer. He's got a submarine. We generally like that. Yeah, these guys are escorting a big cargo task force. The Trento was the only thing close. He launched two torpedoes at us. That's all that happened there. You can see he's got a task force here, and we've got some ships that are trying to retreat away from it here at Darwin, but they didn't all get away. Now he's going to blast away here. We'll have to see what he's got. Two light cruisers, four destroyers. We had two APs. Uh, Luckily, because it was at nighttime, it looks like he didn't get us, and we got into Darwin. Or now we're running from him. And now he's going to try to hit, I don't know, this is a little local minesweeper or something. And he blasts away there. One shell hit, and that is sunk. Now we'll have to remember, so he's got two battleships near Suva, and he's got two light cruisers near Darwin. There might be a little something we can do about some of that. We'll get there when we do the setup, but keep that in mind because we are going to have to start striking back, especially as we start getting more and more airplanes out in Australia, and we will very soon. We get 75 new fighters in Australia in about 5 turns in the next 10 days, and that'll give us some air cover over the top. As of right now, we have no defense against his carriers at all in Australia. So if we think he's got carriers around anywhere, I'm having to evacuate all of the ships out, and it's causing all kinds of problems when it comes to supply and otherwise. Uh, that's just good aggressive play by him. But we've got to start to counter it and bloody his nose. Let him know he just can't sail around, all of Australia in a leisurely sightseeing tour. Um, we're detecting stuff up and over Batavia. No surprise there. I can tell you I also had 20 ships that I sailed out of Batavia this time. It was all of the Dutch ships that were left, plus a few British destroyers. It looks like they got out for the most part. I do believe he attacked some at the end of this turn with carriers that he's moving through the Oosthaven Strait. You can see, well, when we come back to that, you'll see it. Okay, you can see his carriers attacking here, right? He doesn't have air bases to be able to launch zeros like that. This has to be off carriers, and so we know where these carriers are. We know he's got some down by Australia. He runs a sweep over. Nobody took any losses there. This is that group in Malaysia. He's going to bomb them again, these poor guys. We took, whoops, didn't mean to escape through that. Now he's going to bomb the other guys a little further north in Malaysia. Didn't get any hits there. He misfired. Now Zero's sweeping back in and over Batavia again. All right, this is over Vigon. He is bombing with some Bettys. Four Bettys got damaged there. We've got quite a bit of AA, I think, in these units that are here still left at Vigon. This time, though, he gets through 187 casualties. Now he's sweeping with zeros over Singapore. We really don't have any cap left in Singapore, and so he can sweep to his heart's content. Now he's bombing this group yet again. Again, I'm not even sure how they have anything. We did get one I-15 up out of Loyang. That's exciting. Couldn't do a whole lot even against the bomb. Well, look at that though. One destroyed, 8 damaged Sonias there in that bombing run. Um, Interesting. Okay, we'll take it. That must have been all AA really. I doubt those two I-15s did much. The Lilies are bombing out here. 8 casualties first there. These forces were trying to get together. All right, Sally's in on this group in Malaysia. Bada bing, bada boom. 4 Sally's damaged, 32 casualties reported. This force has almost made it back. It's been a long road. One damaged Sally. He didn't hit the target with his bombing there. Now he's got Ann's coming in, hot and heavy, 78 casualties. Northeast of Xin Yang, and 37 casualties. Now he's bombing just northwest of Kukong with a big force. He's been really hitting them hard, but we only get 8 casualties there. We'll take that. Certainly, he's going to hit them again, though. 6 lilies only this time. There's heavy rain over the target. I'm not sure if you saw that. That could really be limiting what he can do here, and he misses the target. Weather will really affect your bombing. 27 Sally's in on the Malaysian group as he continues to just devastate these guys. 16 casualties there. We spotted something over Akyab, over Mole Mine. Bombing in on this group just behind the river here that we're trying to get other things retreated into. 125 casualties there. Now this is that group out by Pao Tao, and we've been trying to link these two up. I've got him coming down the road now, and we'll eventually get him to link up, I hope. He missed the target there. More bombing. The guy's trying to get back to Yan'an. 24 Idas in on that, and 16 casualties reported. This group just behind the river again, we're trying to retreat everything to. 14 bombers come in, 37 casualties reported. This is us. We're flying out of Surabaya. He's got several ships just sitting here at Tajilajap. We're trying to get a lucky shot in. We had one damaged plane there. We do not hit any ships. Now we're trying to hit this group that's sitting at Oosthaven, including a cruiser. We had 5 damaged planes that time and got no joy there. 3 more come after that group. We do not hit that destroyer. We take no losses that time anyway. Okay, now we're trying to hit these ships that are essentially up into the port at Tajilajap. Nothing doing there. Now all you see, hey, where's your carriers? They're right there. The Death Star has arrived. 20 zeros, 14 vowels coming in. This is a force that's got an AKL, a CM, another little AKL. I'll be honest with you, I sent this out here to die. Uh, what? You say? These are all 1 point ships. I've got more valuable ships that are in the area. And I batch these together on Christmas Island, and I put him out here to be target practice. But if he's flying missions there, he isn't flying missions elsewhere with a lot more valuable ships. So, we're going to lose all 4 of those ships. But I thought that was the better way to go about it. We try to hit these ships again here at Tajilajap. Again, no success with 2 damaged planes. He's sweeping over Singapore with 11 zeros. Nothing happens there. Going through letting you see all of these sightings this time so you can get a good idea of where everything is. All right, he's going to bomb into Brunei again. The Sultan has taken cover. 8 casualties. Now 20 Nels in on that group. I mean, these are in some ways just wasted bombs. I mean, there's nothing left of this unit, really. 8 casualties. Now he's directly bombing into Yan'an, which is kind of interesting. 67 casualties there. Now the unit's trying to get back to Yan'an once again. One damaged plane, 59 casualties. This is that group northwest of Patao now. 140. This group is just getting mauled. We keep citing things over Akyab, which makes me a little nervous uh, that he's going to start running bombing missions out here. I don't believe he's got any carriers up in the area, so that's just coming off land bombing. This is us trying to bomb this task force of his again. We don't have any success yet again. Two damaged planes. Now we're trying to hit the group at Oosthaven. We ran into a lot of flak, as you saw there. Five planes went up, five planes got damaged with no luck. Those cruisers, I assume, have a lot of AA, so that's not going to really do us a whole lot of good. Nothing happened there. Now we're trying to hit at Tajilajap again. Nothing happened there. All right. Now his carriers are hitting these poor little ships out here again. They're not long for the world. Little AMs and CMs. He had one plane damaged, but we got three of these 1 point ships sunk. All right. Here come 23 Lilies on that group northwest of Pautau, and they take another 63 casualties. I mean, they're essentially just not going to be a fighting force by the time he's done bombing them. They have just gotten absolutely smoked. Um, We've got some units combining. This is the Stingray that may go down as well. That would be another sub we'd lose that we originally got hit at Manila, and it has just had a hard time getting back to Hawaii. It's going hex by one hex a turn. As you can see, okay, now the Regal sinks, so that was another one of those 1 point ships that I sent in as cannon fodder. Sometimes you can do that, right, with the carriers is you give them a very easy target, very close to them, and that's where their attention goes to, and you can maybe get more valuable ships away. And I think we've done that at this point. We'll see. I mean, I don't want to say that too early. All right, he's attacking here to the northwest of Kukong. Um, this is just a bombardment attack as he tries to wear that down. He's only got this one group that's doing the bombardment attack. I know he's got more troops out here. Now he is attacking Manila. So this is the assault on Manila. Can we hold this time? We held last turn. Let's see if we can do it again. Looks like we did. Oh, it was just a bombardment attack. Okay, so he's trying to soften us up. 48 casualties. This is the group, again, that's trying to make. You see how many units we started with, and they've essentially got no fighting force left. They've been just harried all the way down here. 19 casualties reported. They didn't retreat out. I wish they would have. I'm surprised this unit didn't surrender. That was a deliberate attack. We took 44 casualties. They'll probably surrender next turn. All right, and now we're into the fortifications. Moresby's up to a 2, Greymouth up to a 2, Bella Bella up to a 1. So building up some of these bases here. And so that's really going to do it for this turn. We're into 1942. As I said, later today I'll be posting the first of my setup episodes. I've already made that one. But I'm going to go all the way around the map. We're going to look at all of our units one by one now that we're into 1942 and kind of reset the game as far as where we're standing, what we're trying to accomplish, so you can see all that. So anyway, this has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. I will talk to you next time. Have a good one.